Mississippi, a couple of states tied together through history and a couple of schools that share some common ground. They're going to lock horns once again in the battle for the Golden Boot. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on another team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Razorbacks will kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Tigers offense will go to work first. Battle for the Golden Boot always seems to get a little bit testy, and this thing was tight. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, one possession game, but the Bayou Bengals turned it up against the Pigs.
Yeah, and the LSU did a really good job finishing the game strong. They scored the last 17 points to run away from this one, but the Golden Boot, we've seen crazy games. We've seen like 70,000 overtimes. We've seen a lot in this rivalry, Jesse.
Yeah, this is one game where Sam Pittman and Arkansas, they seem to get up and they get physical. That's something they pride themselves in every year, especially when they play against LSU. This is just one of those games, David, you always expect to go right down to the wire.
The RPO, fire complete to the left.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you start to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
To the air, it's Green. Swings it out to the flat. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
That was the only place the quarterback could go with the ball. Finding his back out of the backfield, just couldn't make enough guys miss, and now it's 4th down.
They'll run for it. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Rides the back and leaves it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the run, it's Russell. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Third and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Looking to throw, it's Green. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. The 50. Smashes through the tackle.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive line? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he's starting to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that happens again. He's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah, and I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to go through him anyways. You got to be able to run the football and have some balance.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got the tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, LSU! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Razorbacks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Gives it on the option. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. This rivalry picked up steam when the Razorbacks joined the SEC, and man, some of the names that have had moments: Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, Matt Jones, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, all of it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Caught over the middle. It's sharp. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Nussmeier. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. LSU quick to the line. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winner. Jesse, that's some pressure. But man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
On 2nd and goal, he carries again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll try to run it in. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
A couple things I loved about this defense. They didn't get deterred. They gave up some yards, got all the way down here near the goal line, but now bowing their necks up. Big stop on 3rd down, forcing a 4th down opportunity ahead.
Trying to surge it in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
There he goes. Picks up the 1st down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
The give on the option. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Some rivalries forged in excellence, some in geographical proximity, and that's what we have once the Razorbacks joined the SEC. Someone had the brilliant idea, we need a big golden booth that looks like the 2 states, and it's one of the most hotly contested rivalry games of the year.
And big is the right word. It's 4 feet tall. It's 200 pounds. It's 24-karat gold. Palmer, this is the trophy you want to win. There's some bad trophies out there, but this boot is a big deal.
It fills your trophy case. It's got girth. It's got weight. You appreciate that. I know everyone's going to say, no, Italy's the boot. No, it's not. Louisiana, Arkansas, and the Golden Boot Trophy. That's what it's all about.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Razorbacks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Play action. He's moving out of the pocket. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Back to pass, it's Green. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Yeah, and half of the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Maybe a little long for a field goal. Definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. Turning it on. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Pittsburgh has the lead right now. The Steel City has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. They punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Caught in the backfield. It's Sharp. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body like that. His quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
Gives it on the option. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
You know, when you go down personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. route. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Rides the back and leaves it. He's out past the 35. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. Building momentum, picking up the chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down, 10 yards to go. They'll go back to the ground. Runs through a tackle. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Looking for room. It's Reed. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires left. He's got it. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Wants to throw again. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. Across the 45. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
With the catch, it's Green. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. Now, I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Caught in the backfield, it's Anthony. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Green. Under fire. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Razorbacks. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. A lot of football still to be played as these 2 scratch and claw for the right to claim that golden boot.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. The Razorbacks want to move quickly. The give on the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. It's a seam wide open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Razorbacks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Can't get him to the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. This crowd knows when to bring it. Rides the back on the option again. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down, red zone play. Crowd alive. Leaves it with the back. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
He'll keep it himself. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Gives it on the option. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Touchdown, Arkansas! And that one will give them the lead.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Pitt is ahead early in the Steel City, but that's not exactly Tony Dorsett out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Notre Dame. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Third down play from the gun. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. He'll pull it on the read. Crosses the 45. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Rides to back and leaves it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Gives it on the option. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
And the Razorbacks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. The give on the option. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to throw, it's Green. Dumps it off in the flats. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Durham. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Perry. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying play action. Under fire. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. And the Razorbacks in the hurry-up. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle with a fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
A strike downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
Get set.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the sticks. It's Anderson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go, using the quick game. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Got his man. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. Finds his back in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead.
3:25.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Pittsburgh has had almost no answers today, and when they have had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. They're trailing by 17 to Notre Dame. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Rides to back and leaves it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that
breaks into the open. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And the Razorbacks come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Gives it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
at this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Stepping up to help this defense on third down. Scanning the field, it's Green. The short hands, it's Blake. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down. Looking for more. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Quarterback will keep it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Perry. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Pressure coming. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the air, it's Nussmeier. And some room to work. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Just over a minute and a half to play as they line up for the onside kick in what is likely their last gasp in this game.
And that is why they're called the Handstein people on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The give on the option. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Rides the back on the option, the give. He has the first and still on his feet. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The battle for the Golden Boot belongs to the state at the top of the boot as Arkansas takes down LSU. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.